Procrastination is one of my biggest flaws. Sometimes it can feel like I have the attention span of a goldfish. It seems to me that everything around us is constantly vying for our attention. Notifications on your phone, emails at work, reminders on your watch, or even alarms on your phone. It can be hard to just switch off. Hello people, that's not how you say hello. What country says hello like this? Hello people, and welcome to a quick video on reducing the amount of time you spend on your phone, or at least trying to. The tips in this video are actually things I picked up during my time in college when I really had to maximize every minute of the day. I always become sidetracked, and it's very easy to make that small but impossibly addictive step of opening up your phone and getting lost in it. And this can actually cost me hours in a day, literally. There are over 3.5 billion users of smartphones worldwide, and over 3.6 million of them are actually here in Ireland. In Ireland, the average person spends over 4 hours every day on their phone. To put that into perspective, it takes, on average, 480 hours to become fluent in a language. So you could learn 3 languages in a year with the amount of time you spend on your phone every day. Je suis croissant. More recently, I had fallen back into that habit of wasting 20 minutes here and there scrolling through Reddit or Instagram or even Facebook.
Why would I click onto Facebook? Who uses Facebook anyway?
Decided it was time to make a change and get back into my old positive habits. And if any of these kind of tips help you, I'd really appreciate if you could return the favor and give that like button a slap. So without further ado, let's get into the list. So we're going to start off with the lowest tech and easiest to implement way of reducing your use. And this is just by placing a literal physical barrier between you and your phone. When I was in college, I used to put it in a small box and then put it into my bag. Nowadays, I walk across the room and put it under a book. And what this does is it just creates a buffer between that step of picking up your phone and getting into it. And by the time you've lifted that book or gone into that box, you'll probably realize you actually didn't need to go on your phone at all. This kind of takes away that subconscious impulse just to pick up your phone, and I find it to be very effective. The second tip is actually using your phone's inbuilt app limiters, or using a third-party app like Forest for this. These apps will actually do the same as tip 1, but that line of defense or that buffer is on your screen rather than a physical barrier. Again, it's just that extra buffer that really helps you to reconcentrate and realize you didn't want to go on it. As well as that, this can be really useful if you want to use the Pomodoro method, which is actually just working in shorter bursts so that you can keep concentration. The third tip is a bit more intense than the first two, and it's deleting all of the social media apps on your phone while you're doing work. So I didn't actually expect this tip to be as effective as it was. And while it is very annoying having to re-download the app and re-sign in, that is completely a first world problem. And the time it actually saves you while working is definitely worth the extra 30 to 40 seconds of signing in. I personally enjoy going onto Instagram and seeing what people are up to, but if I have a day that I'm working to a deadline or a day I'm going to be spending like with my family and I want to be present, then I actually use this tip as well. Fourth tip is going to be one that is probably quite obvious, but I said I'd throw it in there anyway. If you can just eliminate your notifications. Something that happens to me and I think is probably very prevalent is you open your phone to read an email or because you got a Snapchat or a text. Maybe you don't get them, maybe you don't have friends, but it's okay. And then what happens is you end up down this rabbit hole and somehow you're on YouTube watching videos of Labrador puppies biting someone's hand with their just cute gums and oh, how did you get there? Putting on Do Not Disturb during the hours of the day when you're not really planning on talking to anyone just eliminates that notification and stops you getting sucked into your phone. Just a small reminder, if you're an Apple prick like me, turn off the notifications on your watch as well, or they'll just come in here and distract you that way and lead you back in. So in contrast to the others, the fifth tip is actually going to be about going on your phone. And it's in relation to how you actually set up the interface of your phone. So set up your phone in a way that leads you to being successful. So by putting positive apps in easily accessible spaces and putting those distraction apps out of your eye line. Examples of this would be I place TickTick, which is like a productivity app, and Spotify down the bottom because I tend to play music while I'm working, and TickTick is obviously so I can see what I have to do. As well as this, I'm not at all afraid that I'm going to end up wasting an hour on Spotify, because how would that be possible? If you've managed to do that, please contact me. I would like to know how you did that. That is like peak levels of procrastination. So those are just 5 quick tips on reducing the time you spend on your phone. Now this is with the hope that you will spend that time more positively, whether that be exercising or working. This isn't so you have extra time to watch series on Netflix. Getting extra time back is always a positive, especially if you're a time poor individual. Thank you very much for watching. If you've used these tips before, then let me know if they worked or not. And if you have any other ones, then do let me know, whether that be on Instagram or if you comment them down below. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate your time. Give it a like if you enjoyed the video at all, and share it with your friend that won't get the fuck off their phone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one in the future. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. That's a very friendly goodbye. Have a good day. Or evening, or morning, wherever you are.